think it's better to start the session. Shall we start, right? Hello. It's already 10 o'clock, 10:05. Yeah, we'll start the session. Fine. Yeah, hold on. So in last session, we had a brief introduction about the Amazon Web Services and what are the current trends in the market. Okay, so next I went on explaining how to deploy the Amazon cloud computing engines. Okay, but while deploying, we face some problems. Okay, so in today's session, we'll continue from the same. Okay, so next we'll go to the S3 bucket and IAM roles. Okay, so today's agenda is we are going to deploy. Okay, so EC2 engines both in Windows as well as Ubuntu or Linux, any flavor you can take. Okay, so we are following the same procedure for the deployment of the Linux operating system. Next, after covering this, next we'll go to S3 buckets. Okay, so S3, like how we use drives in our systems. Okay, so similarly, that option is also available so that we can store our data in Amazon Web Services, and we can use those data while programming based upon the requirements. Okay, so this is also I'm going to cover this, and next what we will do, we'll try to integrate our S3 bucket with our Amazon EC2 servers, and we'll see how to use that data which is stored in the S3 bucket. If time permits, we'll try to cover even the S3 Glacier archiving the data. Okay, so let's see. Okay, archiving the data, but if you are clear with the S3 bucket, okay, so easily you can handle archiving the data also. Okay, so we'll start then. Let's start with the Elastic Cloud Computing System. Let me go to my main console. As you know how to log in into the AWS console. Okay, so hold on. Let me share the screen first. Yeah, so this is my console. Hope you can see the console. Participants, hello, hello, hello. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
you
We
can
can
see
see.
you can see the console. No, so after the successful registration, okay, so you will get this console. So where all the services are available. Okay, these are the services which offered by the Amazon. So go to EC2 engine. Okay, so suppose if I want to deploy any the system in the operating system, go to EC2 engine, which is the heart and soul of the Amazon Web Services. First, let's try to deploy the Windows server. Hold on. This takes time. Yeah. So the moment when you click on that EC2 dash, the EC2 options, you will be hover over to the page. Hold on. Okay, so this is the current page, the status of my the Amazon account, where one instance is running, and I have created around 21 security groups. Okay, I have the volume S3, one key pair already, 6 already created. So let's try to create one more key pair today. So on the left corner, you can see other options also. Suppose, let us say, after deploying the image or the operating system. Okay, if you want to create the image, we can use AMI user. Next, if I want to make auto scaling, load balancing, all those options are available here. First, for the instance of time, let's try to deploy one the operating system. Okay, so to deploy one operating system, just click on launch instance, hit on launch instance. Hit on launch instance. Hold on. So all the executions are taking place now. on Amazon Web Service. Okay, Amazon Web Service Data Center, which is located in Mumbai. So if you want, you can change the region also. Suppose let us say you want to deploy one machine in other state or the other country, you can deploy it and you can connect, or you can use that machine for your uh, the purpose. Now next is let's try to install first Windows. Okay, yesterday we had some problem while installing the Windows. Okay, I'll take the base server 2016. These are the flavors of the Windows. Okay, you can select any one. If you want the Windows with the containerization, you can have it. So that option is also available. So I'm going to have this EAMI. Okay, the mirror copy of my Windows 2016. Just select this. Hold on. Okay, and as I told you, always try to use the free tier eligibility for while when you are in the training period. Okay, so when you are working in the companies, you can plan for the other, because these the engines, no, they are going to charge for this. So this free tier is free of cost. You can use this one for 75 hours per month. Understood? Even if you keep on for 24 hours for 30 days, okay, they are not going to charge anything for T2 micro architecture. Okay, so next is hit on configure and instance details. Hit on configure instance this detail. These are some of the configuration. Okay, generally we do, but for the timing I'll keep this one as default. Number of instances, you can deploy how many instances you want. Okay, so this default VPC I'm using. These are the subnet mask. Okay, so rest of the things for the timing I'll keep default only. I'm not going to change anything. Add storage. Next comes the storage. As far as Windows is concerned, as I told you, minimum we require 30 GB. Okay, so even the Amazon Web Services allocate 30 GB for the installation purpose. But if you compare this space with Ubuntu consumes only 88 GB. Understood? In 30 GB, I can deploy around 4 Ubuntu server. And okay, so next is sorry, let me have 30 here, which is the default value. Okay, default space. Next, add tags. If you want, you can add tags also. Okay, so for the timing, this is an optional. So for the timing, I'm not going to add any of the tags. Just hit on configure. Okay, so here as far as configuration is concerned, most important. So how to access? Okay, so that protocol we need to set. As far as window is concerned, we will be accessing the window through RDP protocol. Okay, and here it is mentioned custom. Better while training, while during the training, you make it anywhere so that I can access this the instance from from anywhere from throughout from the world. If you want extra the protocol, you can have it. Okay, so what I will do, I'll use one more alt traffic. I'll make general this. Okay, so deploy. I'll make this operating system general so that anyone can use this one. So I have added one more type here, alt traffic anywhere, and this is the range of the port number. Okay, the port, and this is the port for the RDP. Okay, so next is hit on review and launch. Hit on review, and this is just to review this. Okay, what are the configuration we have done it for the instances, then launch it. Yesterday I think I covered this. So next what you need to do is, let's try to create one new key pair. Okay, I'll create one new key pair. Next, okay, is give the name for the new key pair. Let us say I'll give the key pair name be AWS batch 2. Okay, AWS batch 2. Next, download it. Okay, which is already available. It seems created AWS batch. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so next, download this. So we will get the key pair. Okay, the key in Pem file. Pem stands for privacy enhancement, enhanced mail. Okay, so okay, so already I have downloaded my key pair. Now next what you have to do is this. Okay, so launch the instance, because after launching the instance, this will take time for the complete configuration, you know. So launch the instance, view the instance, view the instance. This will take time, around 1 or 2 minutes it will take. Okay, for the successful configuration of the instance, Windows instance. So till then what I will do, okay, just go to this Pem file, open the Pem file, save somewhere in the local drive. Okay, save this one on local drive. Hold on, hope you can see the screen. Okay. Save this Pem file. This Pem file is there, no? So save this one somewhere in the local drive. Hold on, let me copy and paste. Okay, I'll save this in on my local drive. Let's say ASCII pair. So I've created separate file folder for batch 2. So I'll save here that Pem file. I think now the instance is ready. Let's go to instance. Let me refresh this. Yeah, now you can see my Windows instance is ready now, up and ready. But to access this, okay, so this should be completed. Okay, initialization is still initializing it. Till then, what I will do, I'll try to rename this my instance. Okay, just click on pencil mark. Let's say Windows 2016. Okay, Windows Server 2016. Just hit on right mark. So I have renamed it, and it is initializing now. Okay, let that get initialized. Till then you can see here. So this Windows is having comes with this the IP address. This is IPv4 IP address. Now here what happens, this IP address is not permanent. Okay, so suppose let us say um, I have stopped my the Windows. So in that case, what happened? The IP address will get changed. Suppose let us say after deploying this Windows, I'm giving an access for other user. Okay, other users of the company. So suppose if I have stopped this Windows, so immediately this IP address also will get changed. Okay, again when I'm restarting this window, again the Amazon will give the separate IP address for this. So in that case, the moment when the IP addresses are changing, user cannot use the already deployed the Windows server. Doesn't matter whether it is a Windows server or the Ubuntu. Okay, there is another concept called elastic IP addresses. Okay, so we can configure our Windows to elastic IP addresses. So whenever you are stopping in Windows, or if you are terminating also that, sorry, whenever you are stopping on window, okay, again if you are restarting, so if already the user will be having the link username and password, so there will be no change. Okay, so even after, if the IP addresses is also getting changing means, okay, it is not going to affect. User can easily access your IP addresses, but elastic IP addresses are going to charge you extra. Even if after purchasing elastic IP addresses from Amazon, if you are not using for 1 month, let's say 1 year, okay, they are going to charge you extra for that. Okay, now hope now my window is working, like the complete Windows server is ready now, it's up and running now. So next what we need to do is go to actions. Okay, so get the password. We need to get the password first. Okay, here we was finding the difficulty. Okay, we was finding the problem while configuring it. Get the password. So to get the password, what we did, okay, in yesterday's session, we converted that Pem file to Ppk file. Okay, so but that process we are following whenever we are installing our the Linux server. Okay, so we need for installation, for to configure Linux server, we need to convert a Pem file to Ppk file. But in the case of Windows, okay, whatever the Pem file you are getting, just upload that one. Okay, so choose file. Since I'm totally depend upon the Windows, so very rare I'm using Windows. I'm totally depend upon Ubuntu. Okay, so rarely I'm using Windows. Okay, so that's the reason I was not able to configure that in yesterday's session. So already I have stored my Pem file on my folder. Hope you can see the screen now. Hold on. Okay, so my Pem file is here. on my local folder. So this is a Pem file. Just select this Pem file and open it. Okay, so and that will be uploaded in on my AWS console. Hope you can see the console now. Participant, can you see the console? Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yeah. What I did, whatever the Pem file I got, same Pem file I uploaded on my AWS console here. Okay, so next is decrypt this, decrypt the password. Decrypt the password. Now you can see I got the password now. This is administration. By default it gives administrator name. Okay, so this is the link, DNS link. Suppose let us say I want to share this to other users. Okay, so I can give this credential. Okay, give the link, username as well as the password, so that the other users from the different part of the world can access this the machine. Understood? Now next is after sharing the Pem file with the Windows. Okay, we are going to get this password. Now using this password we have to connect. To connect, what I will do, let me copy this. Okay, let me copy this first. Okay, so after copying this, let me close this. Next, go to connect. Select this Windows, go to connect. Connect. Now here we need this RDP, remote desktop file, to access my remote machine. Okay, so hit on download this RDP, sorry, RDF file, remote desktop file. Next, hit on open this file, open the file. Okay, so connect, hold on, connect. Now it will ask for the administrator password, whatever you have copied. Okay, same thing you have paste here. Okay, paste it. Next, hit on OK. So now automatically it will redirect us to that Windows 2016 server. Now hope you can see the screen. Participant, can you see the screen?
No, we still see the console, AWS console, not
One
the.
second. Let me share that. So the moment after sharing the password, okay, it will take you to the main console of Windows. Now I hope you can see the screen. Hello?
Yes.
So this is my Windows 2016 server. Okay, so I'm accessing this Windows 2016 server from my local machine, but all that activities are taking place where? On my data center, which is located in Mumbai. Okay, so this will take little time to get configured. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so now you can, I hope now you can see the screen. So this is the my main screen of my Windows 2016 server, and these are the details. Okay, so AMD 64 1 GB. Okay, so RAM, total memory they have given. Now next, okay, so like how we are working on Windows 16 servers. Okay, in the same way we can work even in this Windows 16 server, but there are certain restrictions here, because as I told you, Amazon will give the security, 100% security, 99.99% security. So even this Windows will not allow us to deploy or install third-party software. So we can configure that. Okay, so let me we'll try to install Google Chrome, and let's see, okay, whether it will allow us to deploy the Google Chrome or not. Okay, so it keep on asking this. Okay, so recommendation, ask me later. Let's see. Let me try to install Google Chrome. Google Chrome. See here. Okay, it will keep on sending a notification message. See, have a look on this. So it try to block us. Okay, it try to block. It will not allow us to install any of the third-party software. But we can configure this. To configure, what you can do is, let me close this and go to start. Go to your start button. Okay, so here there is an option called Server Manager. Click on Server Manager. Okay, so these are the directories. Okay, so you can like we can manage all our activities, the company activities, using this Windows 2016 server, active directories, etc. I'll come to this one after some sessions. Okay, how to maintain the active directories and how to run our machine learning programs using Windows 2016 also. So next, just to avoid this configuration, I mean the security layer, go to local server. Okay, so here you can see there is an option called IE Enhanced Security Configuration, which is on, okay, activated. So we need to deactivate this. Suppose if I want to install any third-party software, IE Enhanced Security Configuration, click on. So, okay, deactivate these things. Okay, deactivate, then click on OK. This will take time. Hold on. Deactivate that. Okay, so next, close this window. Next, again, you go to Internet Explorer. Here, okay, next go to settings. After settings, there is an option called internet option. Here under internet option, there is an option called security. Here the security layers are like they have given the moderated the security for this the Windows server. So let me try to disable this. Okay, so I have disabled this one so that I can install my third-party software and reduce it to the low level. So next is it on apply. Okay, so next is okay. Hit on apply and okay. Let me check whether that server, okay, hold on. Go to local server. Yeah, now it is off. IE enhanced security configuration is off now. Now I can install my third-party software. So already I have disabled in the internet options also. Now what we can do is, okay, suppose to deploy any third-party software, there is a site called ninth ninite.com. Okay, ninth, hit on ninth.com. So this is the main console of the ninth the website from where we can install all our the third-party softwares on our Ubuntu Windows 2016 server. So let's say for the instance of time, okay, I want to install, let's say Chrome. I want Chrome. Similarly, there are plenty of options are here available. So based upon your requirements, you can install all those. Okay, these are the software. For the instance of time, I want one Chrome, and next is let's say I want Notepad++. Where is it? Notepad++. Okay, so I'm going to install two softwares, okay, on my Windows 2016 machine. Okay, so next is just get your ninth. Click on get your ninth. This will take little time because it has to download. Now you see our Windows 2016 is allowing us to save as well as run the third-party software. Okay, so now hold on a second.
So,
yeah.
Can you repeat the process, please?
See,
After the internet settings?
No, you will have the recording later uploaded today. You can look at that.
okay.
Am I right, Omar?
Yeah, Paish. Okay, this will take time, sir. Okay, so maybe around 1 or 2
Instead
minutes.
of repeating it, you can.
Hello. Yeah. This will take time. Okay, so what you have to do, Piyush, let me minimize this. Okay, so after the launch of the internet setting, you have to switch off, you have to deactivate over there, where here, server manager. Okay, go to server manager, deactivate it. Local server, deactivated. IE enhanced security configuration, deactivated, switch off it. Okay, so right now it is already off, deactivated. Now next what you have to do is, hold on, it is taking time. Next what you have to do is go to Internet Explorer. Here there is an option called, okay, click on this settings. Click on settings. There is an option called Internet Options. That will take time, sir, around 1 or 2 minutes it will take because it has to download and execute. Next, after that, go to security settings. Now next, deactivate. Okay, deactivate this security, the layers. Now take it to the low level. Next, apply and okay. Now after that, we can install any third-party software on our Windows 2016. I hope you are clear. Next, what I did, I went to this ninth ninite.com. where all the third-party softwares are available. Select based upon your requirement. Next, click on get ninth. Okay, so automatically it will deploy all your softwares on your local machine. Now you can see here. Okay, so since I had selected Chrome and Notepad, and Chrome and Notepad is already deployed on my machine. Okay, let me check whether this work or not. Yes, my Chrome is started working. Hope you are cleared. Okay, so today we'll try to complete this. Okay, so later on I'm going to use this one for installation of Anaconda, okay, auto scaling system, etc. Okay, so this is how we are deploying the Windows servers. Similarly, you can use for the other versions also. Let's say 2019. There are many other versions. Okay, so you can use it with the containers also. It comes. Okay, so let me minimize this. And the most important here is, okay, so if you check the password is very lengthy. Okay, so very lengthy, and it's very difficult to remember also. Okay, so we can change the password. Just go to star here, the start button, go to, okay, administrator, change account settings, click on account settings. Here there is an option called, hold on. Okay, so there is an option called sign in option. Click on sign in option and we can change the password here. So to change the password, okay, let me copy the same password, this password, where it is, get password. Okay, choose file. Pem, decrypt it. Okay, so copy the password, the previous password, go to your console. Hope you can see the console now. Go to pass, okay. Just give the current password, paste the current password. Next, click on next. Next, you give any password here, but make sure that capital letter should be there. Next, digit should be there. Okay, so XER, XEZ, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New password. Next, capital letter X, ER, XEZ, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Given some hint here, XER, XEZ. Okay, so next is next. Finish it off. Now the password got changed. Understood? So this is how we are configuring Windows 2016 server. Fine. Hope you are cleared with this. Next, later on we will use in next sessions we will use this Windows a system for based like when we are designing some other projects. Let me minimize this. Let's go to now Ubuntu. Okay, so most of our tasks we are going to execute. I'm going to execute using the Ubuntu because 8 GB, no, compared to 30 GB, that is far better for us. Okay, so let me minimize this. Okay, let me close this. Next, the launch of the Ubuntu Linux flavors are also same. So what you can do is go to launch instance. Go to launch instance. Hope you can see the screen. Participant, you can see the screen, no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, fine. Because I should keep on changing the screen, no, the moment when I change the window. Okay, so now next what I have to do is, let me try to choose some flavor of Linux. Okay, so there are many flavors. Even Amazon has its own operating system. Okay, Red Hat, I have SUSE Linux, which is the base one. Okay, Ubuntu, I'll try to configure this Ubuntu. Okay, so select Ubuntu 64-bit, select it. Select it. Okay, this will take time. The process is same. Free tier architecture, always remember, okay, use free tier architecture, okay, during the training purpose, during the training time. Okay, so next is configure instance details. Next, suppose if you want, you can have any number of instances here. So it got changed. Let me at for the time being, I'll have one instance. Rest of the things I'll keep by default. Okay, so next, add storage. Now you can see the difference here. Okay, so size is 8 GB. In 30 GB, we can install 4 Ubuntu instances. Okay, so next is add tag. So for the time being, I don't want to add any tag here. I'll keep as it is. Configure. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the use of tags?
See tags, okay, suppose let us say you want to link that operating system with other, integrate with other service, let's say S3 bucket, understood? Through the tags we can integrate our S3 bucket with the instance, EC2 instance. Hope you are clear. I'll come to that
Yes,
one.
sir. Yes,
Understood,
sir.
no? Okay,
Yes, sir.
using the tags and the values. Okay. Suppose let us say you have a database you want to integrate with the web. Generally what we do, okay, so using the IDs we try to integrate. No? Similarly here the using the tags we can integrate. Okay. Hope you are clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now next is regarding about Ubuntu. Okay, so suppose if I want to access Ubuntu, we will be using SSH here. Okay, so if you want to add more rules, you can add the more rules here. Let's say here also what I will do, I'll try to add all traffic. Okay, so all traffic. This is the range of the port, but as far as SSH is concerned, 22 port number we are using. Okay, so I'll use anywhere, but in company, make sure that whenever you are working in company, don't use this anywhere, because anyone can access, and maybe they can access your data also. Okay, so next is anywhere, a review and launch, a review and launch. So next, this is like what we have configured, that is a report. Next to launch it. So here, while launching, what I will do, I'm not going to create one more a key, temp key. Already I have created one, a key, same key I'm going to use. Okay, so here there are option called choose an existing key pair. Okay, so I'm going to use the same existing key pair here, and the key pair, the key value is this one, key name is this one, AWS batch 12345. Acknowledge it, okay, and launch it. This is a bit tricky step. Okay, so we need to convert now that Pem file. Okay, so next let me launch this, view the instance and launch the instance. View the instance and try to launch the instance. So this is a console. Okay, so this will take time around 1 minute it will take, okay, to launch. Till then what I will do, I'll try to rename this instance, say Ubuntu, okay, Ubuntu b2, Ubuntu b2. Click on right. Okay, right click. Now next what we need to do is we need to convert our the Pem file to um, ppk file. Okay, so my Pem file is I have stored the Pem file in one simple folder, local folder. Let me share that. Hope you can see the screen. You can see the screen, no? So this is the my Pem file. Now to access my remote EC2 instance, Ubuntu EC2 instance, I have to convert this one into Pem. So to convert this one into Pem, okay, so we will be using Putty. Okay, Putty. Just hit on, okay, install the Putty. Okay, so Putty. Okay, so use this Putty software. Use Putty. Let me hold on. Hope you can see Putty generator screen now. You can see, right? Okay, so use the software Putty. Now next is click on load. Click on load. So my file Pem file is under AWS key pair batch 2. Okay, click on all files. This is the Pem file. Okay, so open it, select and open it, and load it. Okay, it's already loaded now. Now create the, okay, convert this one, this Pem file to ppk file, so that I can separate my public as well as the private key. Okay, so give the name for the ppk file, let's say AWS batch 2. Okay, with the extension .ppk, and save it. Okay, so to connect this Ubuntu from the remote desktop, okay, select this Ubuntu, the Ubuntu b2, okay, which is freshly installed. So now you can see here, okay, there is an IP address, IPv4 IP address. We need this IP addresses to connect our Ubuntu server from the remote machine. Okay, but before that, already I think I have already explained how to convert our the Pem file into a ppk. Okay, so use Putty. Let me share this. Hold on. Use Putty. Hope you can see the screen now. Participants.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's start from here, from this session. So I have used already Putty to convert my Pem file to the PPK, and this is the PPK file for my Ubuntu 16 server. Okay. So next, what I need to do is go to the console. So this is the console. Already I have selected, okay, the Ubuntu which I'm about to connect with the remote server. So to connect with the remote server, just copy this IP address, IPv4 IP, the address. Now use the another software called Putty. Okay, there's a software called Putty. But those who are using use the software called Putty. Hold on. Okay, so this is a software. Just click on Putty and copy the, so under session, copy your IP address. Nothing but this public IP address, IPv4 public address we need to share here. By default, the port number 4 of my Ubuntu will be 22. Next, to share that PPK file, go to SSH. Under SSH we have auth. Okay, click on auth. Click on auth. Okay, so under auth, okay, click on browse. Hope you can see the screen. Okay, so under auth, click on, yeah, you click on auth. Hold on. Okay, so here you can say somewhere on desktop I have saved my PPK file. Click on AWS key batch 2. Okay, so this is my PPK file. Okay, that we need to upload using the Putty. Okay, so already I have uploaded now. Now to connect my the Ubuntu server, click on open. Hit on open. Hope you can see the screen now. Now now I have connected with the Ubuntu server. Hold on. Hello. Can you see the screen, Intel?
Not yet. It's still sharing the screen.
One second.
It's spinning. Yeah.
Okay. Can you see now? Can you see the screen? CMD?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's, yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is how we this is how we are connecting with Ubuntu server. Okay. So you need to share your IP addresses. So copy that IP address using the Putty software. Next, share your PPK. So the moment when you share, so you will be redirected to this. Now still it is not, we haven't configured. Okay, but because using the public IP addresses, we need to connect to our private IP addresses. So next, what you need to do is just to configure this, run the command called Ubuntu. Okay, Ubuntu. Run the command called Ubuntu. So it started configuring, okay, our IP addresses, public IP addresses with the private IP addresses. Now you can see, so the moment after hitting on running the command called Ubuntu, so it has displayed the private IP address, that is 172.31.35, okay, and 70. Let me cross verify on my console. So you can see here on my console, okay, so 172.31.35 and 70 is configured. This indicates that my console is now, my Ubuntu server is up and ready for the execution purpose. Okay, so next we'll try to run some command, okay, just to check whether my Ubuntu server works fine or not. Okay, let me clear this. Next, let me update my machine first. Okay, to get update, what I will do, I'll take over my super user privilege, sudo su. Now I'm in super user. Okay, the privilege. Now next is, let me update my machine. To update my machine, I'll run this command apt get, okay, update get update. Now my machine is getting updated. Hold on. Yes, machine got updated now. Okay, so next is we'll try to install a Python. Okay, the Python, and we'll see whether it is possible to run any run Python programs or not. Okay, later on we are going to install the Jupyter notebook also to run our machine learning program. So apt, let's try to install the Python. Apt get install. Okay, so Python 3 hyphen pip. Okay, so it started installing our Python. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, it's processing. Let that get let the installation get complete. Then we'll try to run some Python programs. Okay, so now successfully I have installed my Python interpreter. And let's try to check whether Python is installed or not. Python version. Okay, let me run Python 3. So you can see now. Okay, so Python is successfully installed. Participants. Okay, so the Python is successfully installed now. Let's try to run some programs. Simple programs, I'll write. Print. We'll try to display some greeting message first. Hello message. Okay. Next, enter it. Yeah. So that means this shows that our Python interpreter is running on our the remote the Ubuntu machine. Let's say equal to b equal to 2, b equal to 3. Let's say 4. Sum equal to a plus b. Okay. Print sum. Okay. Print sum. Enter it. Okay. So hope you can see here. The machine is working fine now. Okay. So later we are going to use this machine. Okay. I'm not going to delete this machine. Okay, later on we will be using this. I hope now you are clear how to install the Windows as well as the Ubuntu machine on the AWS server. Okay, now next is let me close this. Let me exit from. Just hit Control Z. Okay, so okay, exit. Okay, so all the jobs are stopped. Now let me close this one. Let's go to the next service. Let me close this one. Okay, and always remember, after using the instances, okay, better you stop those instances. Okay, hold on. Okay, so yeah, so after using those the instances, better you stop the instances. To stop the instances, just click on that the instance. Say I want to stop now Ubuntu. Okay, select Ubuntu action, go to actions. There is an option here called instance status. Okay, state. Okay, so here you stop the instance. Either you can stop the instance or reboot, terminate. Okay, so you can, if it is stopped, you can start the instance also. Okay, so right now I will stop this one. Later I will use this instance. Yes, stop it. Now what happens the moment when you stop? Now whatever the IP addresses which is assigned for this Ubuntu will get changed the moment when you are restarting again. Okay, so next in the same way, select this Windows 2006 and stop this instance also. Okay, stop this instance also. Let me stop this instance. Stop it. Okay, let's stop the instance. Okay, so now the both the instances are stopped now. Let's go to the next service called S3. Okay, I hope you can see the screen. Okay, so as far as S3 is concerned, S3 allows us to store our the data. Okay. Next service is S3. Okay, S3 is a storage service which is provided by the Amazon. S3 stands for Simple Storage Services. Is an object storage service that offers industry-leading scalability, data availability, security, as well as the performance. The major difference between this S3 and the drive what we have. Okay, so drives are local drives are static in nature. Let's say 40 GB means we can't increase. Okay, so but in the case of this S3, this is dynamic in nature, like how the number of data you are uploading. Okay, the amount based upon the amount of data you are uploading. Okay, so it automatically try to scale. This can be an interview question. Next, the most important, this can be an interview question. Okay, why we are not calling drive? Okay, so it is an actually in Amazon Web Services, or if you take any cloud-based platform. Okay, all those the drives are called as buckets. Okay, so drives, if you take drives will be in the data centers. Okay, so using those drives we will be creating the buckets. Now next important thing is, okay, generally we call the file, like whatever we create the folders in local machine we call folders. Okay, but in the case of AWS, all those folders are called entities. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether those are folders or the files, all will be called as entities here. Okay, this can be an interview question. Okay, so next let's try to configure the S3 bucket. Okay, so to configure the S3 bucket, what I will do, again I'll go to my console. Let me share the console. Okay, I'll go to my console, go to services. Okay, go to services. Let me open the service in new tab. Open the service in new tab. Hold on. Oh my God, it's taking a lot of time. Okay, here go to services. Go to services. Under storage, we have these many options to store the data called S3. Okay, so S3 simple storage bucket, which is actually Amazon, they started the services with S3. Later on they added all the services. Okay, so S3 to store the data. Okay, so just like it is like how we are using hard drive. Next we have EFS. EFS, let us say you want to share the files, okay, from one user to other user. Let's say the person is in person is working in Bangalore region, another person is working on the Delhi region. Okay, so we can share the same instance with both the persons, or let's say both the persons are using different instance, Ubuntu 1 and Ubuntu 2. Now after programming, okay, obviously they create the files, and those files can be shared between the two instances. Okay, so that can be done using EFS. I'm going to cover that also. EFX also, Glacier for the archiving, and okay, there is other option. If you are not using S3 Glacier for archiving, we have backup also. Okay, S3 Glacier is very cheaper, okay, compared to when it comes to archiving the data, but the problem here is S3 will take a lot of time. Suppose let us say 1 GB you are archiving the data, it takes to it takes around 3 hours, okay, to completely archive the data. Okay, so it's time consuming process, but your data will be safe. They give the guarantee of 99.99%. Now let's try to use we'll see how to use S3 bucket. Just click on S3, click on S3. Second time. Hold on, it's second time. So this is the main console of S3 bucket. Okay, so here already I have created around 4 buckets I have, I guess, where my all the datas I have stored here. Okay, suppose let us say, so the moment when you are opening first time, so you will not get all these buckets. Okay, so the dashboard will be empty. Okay, so what you have to do here is to create a bucket. Click on create bucket. It's very simple. Okay, create bucket. Here give the DNS name. Okay, so name of the bucket, but make sure that give some unique name, because since we are using the public cloud. Okay, in public cloud what happened, okay, many the client users will be using the public cloud. They keep on creating the buckets. Okay, so keep on creating the buckets. But that's the reason it's better to give the unique name. So what I will do, I'll give the name as XEZ hyphen AWS batch 2. Okay, AWS batch 2. Okay, so this is the name of my bucket, and I'm going to store this bucket on my Mumbai data center. Okay, so copy copy setting from an existing bucket. No, I don't want that one for the time being. Next, hit on next. Click on next. Click on next. Okay, so this also you keep it as same. Next, later we'll modify this. Okay, CloudWatch also I don't want to configure this one, just keep as default. Okay, so next the most important here is access permission. Okay, so by default the S3 bucket, S3 will not allow unauthorized person to access this bucket. Okay, so here the other problem here is, suppose if you are not giving an access to access your S3 bucket, it's not possible to fetch the data from the S3 bucket to the other service. Let us say I want to mount, okay, I want to mount my S3 bucket on my Ec2 engine or Ec2 operating system. Okay, so at that time, okay, so if you are not giving any public access here, it is not possible to access all the data which is in S3 bucket from Ec2 engine. Understood? So that's the reason what I will do. I'll grant the public access here. Okay, give the public access, and it will give an warning message, okay, regarding about the security. Just acknowledge it. Next, hit on next. Click on next. So this is the configuration just now what we have made for our bucket. Okay, so next is create bucket. Create bucket. Now you can see, hope you can see now. Participant, you can see, right, the screen? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Now you can see, so one new bucket got created. Okay, XER hyphen AWS batch 2. Okay, so which is object can be publicly I can access this bucket. Click on this public. Suppose say I want to upload some files here. Okay, so here as far as this buckets are concerned, there are many options are available. So this is the overview, means like whatever the data you have stored, all those will be you can fetch from this area called overview. Next we have the properties. Okay, hold on. Next we have properties. Okay, so here as far as properties are concerned, say, okay, so we can integrate this S3 bucket with the other services. Let us say you have stored your all the web static web related files and folders on S3. Okay, so we can integrate that one. Okay, so that whatever the folders you have in S3 with the other service, let us say you are using Amazon Flask for the simple web application services. So that means the data which is in the S3, I can fetch from the Amazon Flask. Okay, so to fetch the data, we need to enable this. Okay, so we need to enable the web hosting. Similarly for the servers, okay, versioning you can check here, object level logging, default encryptions. Will one by one we'll discuss. Events, okay, so events, we have object log, we have tags, we have acceleration. Events, let's say I'm going to create one events on Lambda function. We'll discuss about Lambda also. I'm going to create one the Lambda function, and I want to access some data from the S3 bucket. Okay, and I want to transfer that one to say some database of SageMaker for machine learning, etc. So we need to create one event here. Okay, so create the event. Next, after creating the event, there we will get an option. Okay, which service you want to integrate, which service with S3 bucket. Okay, so there you have to we have to assign that specific the service a name. We'll discuss about this one, but these are the options which are available as far as S3 buckets are concerned. Most important regarding about the permissions, like how we have given the public access for bucket. In the same way, even we can grant the access or we can deny the access even for our files and the folders, nothing but the entities. Okay, so these are the complete total configuration. If I want to edit, we can edit the access permissions here, management and access point. We'll discuss this one. Now let's go to overview. Now imagine I want to, hold on. Yeah, I want to create one folder. Okay, so to create one folder, click on create folder. It's very simple. Okay, so next is give the name of the folder. Let's say xez. Okay, folder one, none news back. Okay, so next is save the folder. Save the folder. Hold on, let me refresh. Okay, so now you can see here. Okay, so one folder got created under my S3 bucket. In the same way, I can give the permissions. Okay, so since by default, okay, there will be no access permission for this Xerxez hyphen folder. So I can give the permission to access this folder also. Okay, go to permissions. Go to permissions and see here. It says, okay, so already granted, I have given the grant complete public access for that folder also, because my bucket itself is in public access. So I can access whatever the folders which are inside the bucket. Understood? Even if you want to block, we can block the public the access here. Okay, so next is, say again, I'll go to folder overview. Next, we'll try to upload some files. Okay, next we'll try to upload some files. So to upload the files, okay, go to upload, hit on upload, add files, go to upload, add files. Next, let me check some files here. Okay, let's say pinpoint. So imagine I want to upload this file. Okay, pinpoint, which is in Excel. Click on that particular file. Next, click on next. Click on next. Grant, do not grant okay, public read access to this file. So here itself I can configure, or else we can configure on permissions. Hit on next. For the time being, I haven't given any the permission access to this. Next, click on next, upload it. Now the folder, the file with the extension XLS, okay, got uploaded under my S3 bucket. Just to click on this. Okay, hit on this. It will ask, it gives the complete configuration of your file, the Excel file. So this is the properties. I can suppose if I want to access from the remote, the desktop, let's say I want to access from some other areas. Okay, it has given the link also. Okay, so from this link I can access this XLS file. Okay, just copy this and share with your other users. Okay, so that the moment when you when they paste on the URL, so they can access it. But to grant access, okay, so we need to do some configuration under permission. Okay, so these are the properties. So everything I have kept standard here. Okay, so next here permission to, if I want to give the access permission to the other user, click on permissions. Hit on permissions. Okay, so next is here under permission. Okay, so there is an option called group. Okay, public access. Okay, so I'll give public access so that anyone can use this. I'll give both read and write permissions. Read and write permissions. Save it. Okay, save it. Okay, so next is now I can access this the file from anywhere. So let me check. I'll go to my folder. Okay, so let me check here. Pinpoint. Let me select this. Let me copy this URL. I'll go to incognito mode. Hope you can see. I'll go to incognito mode. Okay, hope you can see the screen. I'll go to incognito mode. Next, I'll copy that. I'll paste that URL. Okay, I'll paste that URL and enter. Okay, enter, hit. Now you can see. Hope you can see participants. Now it started downloading. Participants, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. It started downloading now. I have downloaded the file. So like this, just share those links so people can access the data. Okay. So, but depend upon the requirements of the company, whether to give the access or not. S3 is very simple. Okay. So, but the major difference here is between, if you compare our local hard drive with S3 is dynamic in nature. Okay. So based upon the requirement, we can up and down the capacity of my S3 buckets. Okay, but this is one of the major the service. Okay, so most of the data we are going to dump on S3. Okay, and all those data, suppose if I want to process those data, okay, we are going to integrate our S3 with the other services. Let's say SageMaker. I want to write machine learning program. I'll use SageMaker. Okay, so to access the data, I will use S3 bucket over there. Hope you are cleared with the S3 bucket. Okay, now let's try to mount this. Okay, I want to mount this on my EC2 the server. Understood? Let's say Ubuntu. I want to access this S3 from my Ubuntu. Okay, but before that one, before accessing this now from the Ubuntu server, okay, again I have to integrate. I have to use one more service called IAM user. Again, let me open the console on new console.
Sorry, your screen isn't available.
One second. Okay. Now can you see? Okay. Now our next task is to integrate my S3 bucket with the Ec2 engine. Okay. So I want to access S3 from my Ec2 Ubuntu engine, let's say. But to do that, okay, we have to configure some rules in IAM user. Okay. Now let's go to IAM user. Let me hit on service. Hold on. Okay, so here, so this is the main console of my Amazon Web Services. So here under, yeah, so you can see here under security, identity and compliance, there is an option called IAM. Okay, so click on IAM. Click on IAM. Click on IAM. Hold on. It's very important. So all those things, when you start projects, no, these are the fundamental things. Okay. So to transfer the data and to give the access, okay, to integrate one module with other modules, these things are required. Okay. So IAM management console. IAM is a platform where we can create the users. We can create the users and we can give the access. Suppose let us say a company is having HR department and finance. In HR department there are 4 members, and finance there are 4 members. So what I will do, I will create the group for HR department and the finance, and I will give the specific access. Let's say for HR I want to give the EC2 access. So that means that department can access only EC2 services. They are not authorized to access any other the services. In the same way, let's say finance. So what I will do, I'll assign some other S3 bucket access. So what they can, that group can access only S3 bucket. They are not permitted to use or access any other services. That those the management based upon the roles of the employees, we can assign the access permission inside the AWS account. For the instance of time, what I'll just briefly show you. Okay, how to create the users here. Suppose let us say I have this instance. Imagine I'll go to EC2. So imagine you are the administrator, and as an administrator you want to give the access for your Ec2 engine for any one user. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's still processing. Yeah. I'll go to my running instances. Hold on. It's taking time. This is because of the internet. Hold on, participants. Okay, so this is a console. So let's say I want to give the access of any one employee as an administrator to use this Ubuntu B2 server. Okay, so he is permitted only to access the Ubuntu server. Okay, within the console. Okay, so that we can do it using IAM management console. Let me again start this. Okay, so this will take time. So now let's go to IAM management console. So this is the main management console where we can set the policies, we can set the rules, we can create the users, we can create the groups, etc., etc. So now next step, for the time being, what I will do, we'll try to create one user. Okay, and that user is going to access my EC2 engine. Okay, and next what I will do, okay, after deploying the EC2 engine, okay, I will give him the permission to access S3 bucket where my all the data are available. Let's try to click on users. Click on users. Okay, so already I have created one user called deep learning. So next, similarly, I'll create one more user here, new user, add user. Add user, give the name of the user. Say the name of the user be, give any username, XER, XCZ. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, XER, XCZ, let's say ABC. Username, let's say the username. I'm going to create only one user. So there are two options here. Okay, either you can give programmatic access or you can give AWS management console access. Understood? Or else we can give both the access. In programmatic access, what happened? He can only program. Okay, so say he can download or upload, he can modify the files, etc. But he cannot modify the other services. Let's say in EC2 engine, if you want to install, so he cannot install any packages or the softwares, etc. So what I will do, for the instance of time, I'll give both programmatic access or as well as the AWS management console for EC2 instance. Okay, so next is automatic generated, okay, auto generated password and custom generated password. So here what happens, okay, either you can they automatically the computer itself will generate the password, or you can have the custom password here. Let's say my password be xerxez, okay, 123. Let me show you the password, xerxez123. Now next is the most important here is, so let's imagine that you have shared the link with the users. So after sharing the link, okay, so even you share the username and the password. So here the username is xerxez abc and the password. So in the first login, okay, he can change the password also, or else you can keep custom only. So this is the password and this is a username. So use, okay, so you are allowed to use the same password and the username. That also option can be provided. Okay, so here if you are unchecking this one, that means you are not allowing the user to change the password here. Okay, so I will not allow the user to change the password, or else it depends. Okay, so next permission comes. Okay, so under permission, permission which is very important here is, let's say you are going to give the access for Ec2 engine for this user. Okay, so we need to give the permission here. Okay, yeah, you can access the Ec2 engine. So to give the permission, okay, here there is an policy. Okay, so company permission from existing user. Let me check here. Yeah, company policy from existing user. This is deep learning already we have. Okay, or else, okay, click on attach policy, attach existing policy directly. Hold on. Okay, here, okay, so that we will, yeah, attach existing policy directly. Here what I will do, I'll give the full access permission for this user to access my EC2. So here check filter policy, go to search, okay, and hit on let's say EC2, click on EC2. Hold on, EC2, you will get all the policies here. Okay, so using this policies we can create the rules, okay, for the specific user. EC2 full I will give, EC2 full. So what I will do, okay, this user is permitted to access complete EC2 engine. So right click, okay, so right click here, okay, next hit on next tag, hit on next tag. If you want, you can give the key name, or else this can be an optional also. Okay, so next is, so already I have created one, already I have created the user, and this user is allowed to access EC2 full access. Okay, so next is create the user, create the user. Create the users. Now, okay, so already the user got, now I have created the user. Let me close this one. So this is the URL. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, already I have created the user. So and right now I have two users here. One is deep learning and Xerxez. Let me click on Xerxez ABC. Okay, and here yeah, full access, you can check all the reviews. Okay, what are the access we have given. If I want to add more permission, let's say I want to give more access to this user, we can give using add permission here. But for the time being, for me the most important here is security credential. Okay, so that using this security credential, what I will do, I'll try to access my S3 bucket from my EC2 engine. Okay, so next is here. Okay, so you can see this is very important here. Okay, so you can see here there is an access key ID for this user. Okay, so to configure this we require two, access key ID as well as the secret key ID. Okay, so this is going to be my secret key ID. So what I will do, I'll just download this file in CSV. I'll keep somewhere, okay, on my local machine. Okay, so next is now what I will do, I'll go to my EC2 engine. Okay, hope you are cleared. It's very simple. Participant, you have any doubt? Hello?
Clear, Mohammed.
Clear, no?
Clear.
It's very
Yes,
simple. Nothing is there. Very simple.
yes.
Okay. Okay. So next is I'll go to EC2. This is very complicated step. I'll go to EC2. Still it is up and running. Okay, so yeah, now my Ec2 engine is ready. Now let me log in this. To log in, select this Ec2. Okay, so I want this IP address. Go to Putty. Go to Putty. Hold on. Yeah, Putty. Okay, so copy the IPv4. Next SSH auth. Share the PPK file. Okay, so this is my PPK file. Okay, upload this file, open it. So now right now I am in my Ubuntu server. Now I have to mount my S3 bucket here. Okay, so to mount S3 bucket we need IAM user. First configure it, Ubuntu. Hold on. Okay, so I have configured. Next is hold on please. Updated. Okay, so let me take the super privilege SU. So remember, whenever you are launching, after stopping and whenever you are relaunching, so you have to update the server here. Okay, so apt get update. Apt get update. So it started updating. Hold on.
Mohammed, we don't see that screen. We see the AWS console,
One
the
second.
browser.
Now can you see this? Yeah, can you see the console now?
Yes, yes, yes. Now we can see.
Okay, okay. So hold on, please. Okay. Hold on. It is there. Okay. So next is, suppose if I want to mount, okay, if I want to mount my S3 bucket on this EC2, okay, we need Python. Okay, so first let's try to install Python. Install Python. Okay, install Python or Python 3. App to get missing destination help.
So it should be Python 3 hyphen.
Yeah. One second. Sorry. Thank you, sir. Install Python. Python hyphen. Okay. One second. Sorry.
Python 3.
One second, sir, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
apt get install -y Python pip. Okay. So install Python. So we need Python to configure the S3 bucket with the EC2 server. Hold on. This will take time. $39, 42%, 43. Hold on, sir. Okay, 63%, 65. Let this get installed for Python. We need Python, okay, to mount S3 with the EC2. Okay, now the Python, it's up and running. Let me clear this. Next, we have to install AWS CLI. Okay, CLI stands for command line interface. Okay, so to install CLI, just hit on pip. I think pip is not installed, I guess. Let me try next. Pip install AWS CLI. Okay, so again, after successful installation of the Python, install AWS CLI. Okay, collecting it. So it started downloading CLI, the command line interface. Okay, now it is up and running. Next is we have to configure now. Okay, so to configure using IAM. Okay, so whatever the rules I have created for user using IAM. Okay, so we can configure our S3 bucket with the Ubuntu. Okay, so let me clear this. Now to configure, run the command like AWS configure. Okay, configure. AWS configure, enter it. Now see, it is asking, hope participant, you can see the screen. This is very critical step. Okay, so yeah, see, it is asking for our AWS access key ID. Okay, and the AWS access key ID is stored where? Under my IAM management console. Okay, just now what I have created the user. Okay, so this is my access key ID. Just copy this access key ID. Okay, go to your go to your machine, paste it over here. Okay, so this is our access key ID. Next, it is asking for secret access key ID. Okay, so similarly, okay, so once you are created, so this is going to be the secret key ID for that particular user. Okay, just copy this. Okay, and paste it over here. Okay, so along with this one, it is asking for two more the documents. First is called region name. Okay, so region name, since I am working in Mumbai region. Okay, so hope you can see the console. Hold on. Okay, so since I am working in Mumbai region, so get the code of Mumbai data center or the Mumbai region. So here
AP South 1.
Sorry.
AP South 1. Yeah.
Yes, this one. Okay, so just copy this. Next, go to your console here. Okay, paste it over here. Okay, so next is again it is asking for output format. As far as AWS is concerned, you can we can have the output format either in text, either in tables, or either in JSON. By default, it takes JSON. So I'll type JSON. Okay, so now my CLI command line interface is configured with my Ec2 engine. Okay, now the configuration is over. Now suppose, let us say, if I want to check the complete status of S3 bucket now. Okay, so what I can do is just hit on AWS. So always remember all the commands related to AWS. Okay, starts with the AWS. Okay, so AWS, next give the source name. Let's say S3. Okay, so I want to list out all the files and folders which are in S3. Okay, S3. Now next is ls command. I want to list out all the files. Enter it. So it's showing error, access denied. What is the reason? Can anyone tell me, participants? It's showing access denied.
I think you have to relaunch this Ubuntu.
No. See, okay, what I have done here is go to again IAM user. Hold on. Go to IAM user. Okay, click on users. So this is the user, no, but this user I have given only EC2 access. I have not given the access permission for S3, right? Can you see here? IAM management clause here. Yeah, I'm given only the EC2 full access. I have not given. This user is able to access EC2, but he is not able to access EC2 S3 bucket. So again, I have to add one more permission here. Add permission. Okay, add permission, attach existing policy. Okay, attach existing policy. Hold on. attach existing policy. Now here, okay, so you will find S3 full access. Just type S3 full access. Okay, full access. Can you see here Amazon S3 full access? Now again you add this permission. That means this user is now okay authorized to access my EC2 engine as well as my S3 bucket. Add permission. Okay, add permission. Now you can see, okay, so this user is having both the access, EC2 access as well as a S3 access. Now let me again go to my console. Okay, so hope you can see my EC2 console now. Okay, so this is the console. Now again we'll try to configure this. AWS configure. Okay, so next I'll keep the things default same thing. Just already I have configured my access key. Just enter. Okay, just hit enter. Next, in the same way for AWS secret access key, hit enter. South already it is configured. Enter. JSON, again I will write JSON here. Enter it. Now suppose if I want to access, okay, my S3 bucket, again what I will do, I'll run AWS next service name called S3 next to the LS. Now hit. Can you see, participants? Hello?
Yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
understood, no? Understood, no? So this is my bucket. Okay, so S3, this is my bucket. Hold on. Hold on. This is my bucket. Okay, so as far as this bucket is concerned, hold on. This bucket is concerned, these are the number of folders, okay, which are available, and same folder, okay, I'm using IAM user, I am displaying you in EC on my EC2 instance. So these are the list of all the data which is available in S3 bucket. Now we can perform, either I can delete, I can create the folder, or I can modify the folder, I can open the file. All those operations I can do it. Okay, so hope now you are getting an idea, okay, how to work on AWS. What we did, EC2 we created, okay, which is dynamic in nature. Okay, so if you compare that one with the local machine, okay, so all can be auto scale. We can do auto scale memory, hard disk, okay, CPU, whatever it is. Next, in the same way, we went to S3. S3 is also dynamic in nature. Okay, so we created. Next, we mounted using IAM user. Now your dynamic system is ready to execute the programs. Okay, so S3 mounted, which is dynamic. EC2 is also a dynamic. But again, hope you are cleared with this. Okay, so since see our project, my projects are concerned, I'm totally dependent upon, okay, I prefer Ubuntu or any Linux flavor. Okay, you can practice these things even in Windows also. Okay, so let me minimize this. Again we'll go to S3 bucket. Okay, problem with the S3 bucket is, okay, say let me go to demo internship. Okay, demo internship. Open demo internship. Okay, so where I have some few files. Okay, sentiment analysis, one of the project. Now if you enter, let me click on a sentiment analysis. Okay, so I'll enter on sentiment analysis. Now you can see here under one folder there is a subfolder. Under subfolder there is subfolders. Under those subfolders there are files. Understood? So if when you have a huge amount of files, understood, let's say you have 100 GB of the data, and that 100 GB of data you are maintaining using some library systems for training, testing, etc. But in the S3 what happened, okay, manually we have to create the folders, subfolders, which is a time consuming process. Okay, so mark my words, time consuming process. We can't do that one. If you just uploading the data manually, it is going to take a lot of time. Understood? So next we have some process, we have procedures used, but just by running those commands, okay, so we can automatically deploy or upload whatever the files you have in the local machine to your S3 bucket. Now so far you know, okay, how to fetch the data from EC2 engine. Okay, EC2 is an operating system. Okay, one kind of an operating system which is deployed in AWS. Okay, in the same way, let us imagine that I want to upload the data from my local machine. Okay, so local machine, from local machine I want to upload the data on my S3 bucket. Hope you are clear. So let's try to see that one, how to do it. Okay, so to do that one, again we will be using the same concept called CLI. Okay, again we need the IAM user also here. Now this time, instead of using EC2 but EC2 instance, I'm going to use my local operating system. That is nothing but my local machine here. Okay, so here what we have to do is, okay, so to configure my local machine with my Amazon Web Services, we have to install the CLI. Okay, so MS CLI software on my local machine. Okay, so this is a link. I'll share this one with you. Okay, so hold on. So from that link you can install that the software. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? CLI. Yes. Hold on. Hold on, participants. It's taking. Yeah. So this is the link. I'll share this link. Okay, in chat window. Hold on. Okay, paste it. Paste this one. Okay, so this is the link. So from this link you can install the CLI, command line interface on our local machine. So since I'm using Windows, so I'm going to use MSI software, MSI CLI software. Okay, Amazon AWS CLI version 2.msi software. Okay, on my local machine. It just like the moment when you click, right, just hit on this link, automatically it will start downloading the software. Okay, like how we are installing our application program, in the same way we will be installing our CLI version 2 also. Okay, so let me stop this one because already I have installed this. Okay, and you can see that CLI software, after the successful installation, that CLI software is, you can see the complete status on your control panel. Now next, to integrate our local machine with our the S3 bucket. Okay, so what I will do, let me minimize this. Let me go to my main console, my local console of the system, CMD. Okay, hope you can see the screen. No? Hello?
Yeah, we can see the screen.
Yeah.
See
Local, my local machine, no?
your local machine. I can see a
Okay.
command.
Command you can see, right? Okay, great. Okay, so here again we need to configure. Already my software is already installed here. Okay, so next is, hold on, sir, please. Where is that command here?
Have we changed
Yes.
any path?
No need of changing the path here. Okay, so after the successful installation of the CLI, so same command you have to run even in your local machine also. Okay, so here to check the version, what you can do is just hit on type, hold on, type AWS hyphen version. Okay, so hyphen version. I'm running now, I'm in my local command prompt. Okay, local machine command prompt. Hold on. So now can you see participants?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is directly like how we are installing the application program. Same way we will be installing here. So after the successful installation, you will get this the message like that, means the CLI command line interface on your local machine is installed now. Okay, so next is I need to configure this. Okay, I need to configure this one with the S3 bucket. To configure the with the S3 bucket, what I will do, I'll make use of IAM user the concept. Okay, so the command will remain same, AWS. Next is hit, okay, run configure. Okay, hit on configure. Hold on. Okay, so it will ask for your access key ID. So right now I have changed the user. Okay, obviously the access key also got changed now. Go to credential. Okay, go to credential. Here, okay, under credential. Okay, already I have the access key here. Let me, okay, create one more now. Hold on. Access key. Okay, okay, copy this access key ID. Copy this access key ID. Go to your command.
You can download the CSV file for a backup.
Yeah. For backup, you can download, sir. Okay.
That's the only time we get it.
Yes. Now next is just copy that access key here. Similarly, I need secret key also. Go to, okay, hit on this, copy this secret key access. Next, okay, just run this. Okay, so it is asking for region. My region is Mumbai South. Okay, Mumbai South 1. Next, it is asking for output format. Either you can give JSON, text, or a table. I'll give JSON. Okay, so now it shows that my local command line prompt is integrated with my S3 bucket. Okay, so suppose if I want to list, okay, so let us imagine that now I want to copy. Imagine that I have one project, the complete project, and I want to copy that one on my S3 bucket. Okay, so that can be done. First, let me show you. Okay, where is one simple project. Somewhere I have stored on my local directory. Go to, one second, AWS training projects. Okay, time series for sales. No, hold on. Machine learning demo project from GitHub. Okay, demo project from GitHub. Okay, can you see the screen? Hello?
Yes, Mohammed. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can see.
you can see the screen now. So I have two projects here.
Yes.
Project plagiarism check detection and deployment sentiment analysis model. So let's say, okay, we will have this one, project plagiarism detection. Okay, so now let us say, hover over to this. So you can see here, there are plenty of subfolders under that folder, right? So that means if you are doing manually on S3, it is not going to work out. It is going to take a lot of time. So what I will do using CLI is completely, I will upload this one on my S3 bucket. Okay, so to do that one, what I will do, I'll copy this link. Okay, copy the link. Again, you go to CLI, sorry, the command line CMD, go to CMD. Okay, so here, just change the folder. Yeah, drive, which is an E drive, just CD, paste it over here. Okay, so next is, so now right now I'm in the exact location where my file is located, that project file is located. Now, okay, I want to copy this where on my S3 bucket. Okay, to copy this one on my S3 bucket, what we need to do is, okay, give start with Amazon. Okay, please concentrate here. Command start with AWS. Next, the source under AWS. Okay, the source under AWS is what? S3 bucket. Okay, so S3 bucket. Now give the name of the folder which is in the local machine. Okay, so name of the folder is what? This, right? Name of the folder, my name of the folder is this one. Okay, so
Current,
let me, yeah, current, yeah. So okay, so name of the folder on my local machine. So name of the folder is this one, project plagiarism detection. Let me copy this. Okay, let me copy this. Okay, copy, go to command line, CMD. Okay, go to command line CMD. After AWS S3, give the name of that bucket. Okay, let me, yeah, let me maximize this. Give the name of that bucket. Okay, so this is the name of the bucket. hold on, name of the bucket. Okay, so sorry, name of the folder which is in my local machine. Now next is, okay, so we have to give the exact location where I want to copy this folder, the complete folder. Let's say again I'll go to S3 bucket and let me check. I'll go to S3 bucket. Hold on, S3 bucket. Let me go to S3 bucket. Okay, so here imagine I want to store that the complete project file under my Xerxez folder. Okay, so Xerxez folder. So just check this one, under this bucket I want to store it. Okay, so what I will do, again I'll go to command line. Okay, the local command line. Okay, again local command line. Next, give the exact location, S3. Okay, hyphen next, sorry, colon, hyphen next, xez, which is the bucket which is already existed. Okay, under my S3 bucket, slash, give the project the folder name. Let's say the folder name B. Okay, same thing, I will give the same folder name. I'll give project hyphen plagiarism under detection. Next, okay, so you have to run hyphen recursion. Okay, so recursion means, suppose let us say you are updating any you are updating the folder later on, local folder. So again, if you want to, after updating, if you want to again you want to modify what are the files which are under the S3. So using this recursion, no, so what recursion will does, the whatever the folder which is already existed in that S3 bucket, that will not be overwrite. So any new files and folders are there, means that will be copied in the same folder. Recursion, okay, run recursion, sorry, recursive. Okay, recursive command and enter, hit on enter. So this will take time, hold on. So
But we didn't mention the, yeah, we have to see CP, copy.
yeah, copy.
We didn't mention
sorry,
the
sorry,
operation.
sorry. Yeah, we should mention the operation there. AWS S3 CP to copy. Next, right click, project plagiarism detection. Next is S3. Okay, colon hyphen. Next, Xerxez hyphen. Next is the folder name. The folder name. Next, hyphen recursive. Okay, so recursive, and enter it. Hold on. Hold on.
Go to
Okay,
the bucket and see the folders created.
1 second, sir. It started copying. Yeah, it started copying now. Now see, it's copying now all the folders and files which are in my on my local machine. Okay, so everything I'm deploying or everything I'm transferring to my S3 bucket now. Okay, now let's go to our S3 bucket. Okay, so hope you can see the screen. Let me have the screen. Yeah, let me share the screen. Okay, can you see the screen of my S3 bucket? Participants?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
so yeah, I have uploaded all my data on where? Under Xerxez, okay, the folder or the bucket. Hit on Xerxez folder. Now refresh it. Now can you see? Where is it? Where is it? Can you see, participants?
We can see the folder only, first
Yeah,
folder.
we can see, yeah, project plagiarism detection. Let me, and okay, click on project plagiarism detection folder, which was on my local machine. Now you can see all the files and folders, okay, which was in local machine is now transferred on my S3 bucket. Okay, hope you are cleared. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can ask interns, participants. Any doubt in this?
No, can you add one file in the folder in your laptop and then rerun it?
Okay, so let's again we'll go to I'll go to my folder, local folder. So this is my local folder again. Okay, so let's try to add one text file here. Let's say let's Word file. Okay, so this demo test. Next, okay, go to again console, run the same command here. Okay, so run the same command, that is AWS S3. Hope you can see the screen. You can see the screen, no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm running the same command here. AWS S3 CP. This is the exact location. Next, again you enter it. Yeah, it's taking time. Hold on. So already, yeah, it started processing. Hold on. It got stuck. Yeah, let me enter. Okay, so hold on. Recursive. It started processing now. Yes. Okay, again, let me go to my S3 bucket. Okay, let me share this. Okay, go to S3 bucket. Now you can see, refresh this.
Earlier 15 objects were there. One of 15, right? Now it should show 16.
Yeah, hold on. So, okay. Can you see this? Demo
Yes.
test.doc. This
Now
is the
we see
new,
16.
yeah, now it is 16. Okay, so this is the file what I created. Okay, so after second time I created, and now you can see that file under on our S3 bucket. Hope you are cleared. Any other doubt, participants?